Leslie from Sienna Plantation has a question about a window conversion.
She wants to do something I've always thought about. We're thinking about doing this in our house. She wants us to convert a window to a set of French doors.
Okay.
All right? But Leslie has a wrinkle in her plan. The windows are nearly floor to ceiling, and it's a wider window flanked by 2 narrow ones. Okay, so it's like 3 windows together. The wider one is not wide enough for the French door without removing the brick columns between it and the smaller windows. All right? So Leslie's concerned, Tom, that the brick columns may be load-bearing. And so she wants, what's your advice on changing this out?
First off, the brick is load-bearing, but not on the structure, just the brick.
All right.
So you'll have to put a lintel, which is a piece of angle iron. They'll have to do that if you're going to take the brick out. Secondly, the load-bearing structure is above the windows in the framing.
Right.
And so as long as it's a solid, what we call header across in the framing, you can put all the doors and stuff you want in there. You can knock that whole thing out, but you will have to support the brick with a lintel.
So in between where she's got, she got the small windows, big windows, she's got the brick columns between them. Is it possible that it's not framed all the way across?
They might have done small headers in the framing.
So if they did that, what'd she have to do?
You're just going to have to replace the header with a solid one.
Okay.
Okay, which means you have to cut a little sheetrock out. It's not a big deal, but I'll bet you anything, because it's 3 windows, 1 big one, 2 small ones, they just headered across the whole top. If that's the case, you can knock the whole thing out, but you will have to put a lintel for the brick, but the brick is not part of the structure.
Okay, so just to be clear, if it turns out that it's 3 headers, they're going to have to jack or something to make sure that
they're going to have to replace the header with a solid one all the way across. Yeah. I just don't think it is, because when you frame, it's so much easier to put one big header in as you're moving along than cut a whole bunch of little ones, and I just don't think they did that. I have a feeling the header part is fine. The structure part is fine. The brick is going to be a little tricky, but not a big deal.
Well, it's like the guys at Home Exterior Systems were saying, when they go do a siding project, you really don't know what you're going to get into till you pull it off.
You have to cut some, but up above the window, if you just cut the sheetrock out in those 2 areas, you'll see if it's solid or not. And it's just a piece of sheetrock.
And you're going to have to do that anyway if you're putting the door in.
Yeah, you're going to have sheetrock repair and painting. So
there'll be a little bit of discovery when you get into the project.
The other thing, but the brick part, you're going to have a brick restoration company come in, unless, no, they wouldn't have done that. I don't think they put a full lintel
all the way across.
No, I don't think so, because you have the little spacers.
Just Google brick repair, and you'll find somebody who will come in and do it. And
it's not going to be that expensive. In fact, I think it's going to be a rather easy project, and you'll probably enjoy your French doors. Or you can get English doors or Italian doors.
Très bien.
Yes,
Italian doors. Well, yeah, because French doors.
Any country you want.
Because the problem with French doors is they only work 4 days a week.
Well, the word French doors is stupid, because it's not only in France. I never understood why they're called French doors. They're just patio doors.
Or terrace doors. They can't call them terrace doors.
That's Italian.
Terrace. No, it sounds too much like terrorist door. And who wants a door for one of those?
No, I don't want one of those.
You got a question? We'll be happy to help you out. Send them to us. Here's the Ask Tom form at HomeShowRadio.com. We'll answer it like these videos over here. Subscribe to our channel. Click the bell. We'll ring yours whenever we post a new one, which is every day.